Yo, hey guys, it's poppin', Jacques Slade here. Back with another unboxing, and today, as you can see, we have a bunch of things that we are about to unbox. It's been a while since we got some good stuff here on the table, but we're back. So let's take a look at what we have. I think I'm gonna save this one for later just because it's tied and looks really nice. But what I do want to start with are these two because they came from the good folks over at Li-Ning. So for those of you that know, Li-Ning is D Wade's brand, or D Wade is a part of Li-Ning, and they sent me two of his Way of Wade 9s, and they look pretty dope. So let's start with just one on the table. Shout out to the packaging though. They always do a good job with the packaging. This is like super thick foam. They take sneaker boxes to a whole new level. So the shoe is called the Way of Wade 9 Infinity, and it is one of the most unique looking sneakers I have ever seen. It reminds me a little bit of the Air Jordan 28, but it's obviously not. It's the Li-Ning Way of Wade 9. Now these use a very unique structure or way that they tie the shoes. So this is called the Caution colorway, and as you can see, they use boa, or the boa system, to tie the shoes here on the side. These are like spheres, and it has like these parachute strings that are inside the shoe. So let me see if I can pull some out here so you can kind of see it here. So it has these strings here, and these strings help keep you locked into the shoe, and then you pull it to release your shoe, and then you push it down to make it tighter. So you push it down, you hear it click here, and then you spin it, and it tightens up the shoe. So you'll see here, so we'll go for the top camera here so you can see it. You see it tighten down here. When you push it down, it tightens down on your shoe. Now, the benefit of the boa system is that it does not become untied. So once you get these to the exact pressure that you want them to be, they're going to stay like that for the entire game. The system doesn't release unless you pop one of these up, and then it'll pop out, and you can kind of see like the pop up versus down. See when you pop it up a little bit there, pop it down, pop it up, and you tighten it. And you hear it click. Now, these come with a shroud. As you can see, there's a shroud over the shoe, but it doesn't provide any support. This is just a piece to keep the shoe up. So there's no support here around the ankle, but you do have a little bit of a heel counter here. That'll give you some extra protection. Velcro here, obviously, and then you can wrap this down. I don't think you can take this off completely, or at least I haven't tried to take this off. No, well, maybe you can. Maybe you can get around the boa system here. I guess if you wanted to take this off, you could go down, but you probably have to cut it from around here if that's like the vibe that you want, but I don't think that's necessary. You can just fold it down. You get the same sort of style and the same sort of look just by folding it down. Now this is the Caution colorway, which obviously you can tell from the color. It has the cloud foam, which is what Li-Ning calls their foam technology. It's called cloud foam, and it has, you see here, it has a bridge here, a bit almost like a plate, I guess you would call it, like a stabilization plate right there to give you a little bit of extra bounce so they can pop a little bit. Let's see if I can get the foam out of here. So it has the stabilization plate to give you a little extra pop. You see right there, it doesn't have very much give to it. That gives you that torsion or that rigidity that you need when you're running up and down the court. But these definitely a basketball shoe. They have, you know, there's a bit of a rock to it, which is interesting, but the foam looks great. You have extra thick rubber here at the toe and at the heel, but then you also get like a lattice structure that goes around the outside of the shoe, and that's made of rubber as well. It's not as soft as the middle rubber here, so this is a little more firm, and then this is a little softer. So it's interesting. It's an interesting look for a shoe, and something that I definitely want to try on the court. I have not balled in these, but I would definitely like to give them a try because it looks interesting. I just want to see how it feels. And then paying some attention here, I noticed that they have a few details where it says family first here, obviously for D Wade and his family, and then you have his name around the ankle collar here where it says D Wade, and then it has the pull and the lock, probably for the Velcro. And then it has D Wade here as well, because again, this is his signature shoe, even though he is retired from the game. And then I believe it says make your own way in like Braille-ish sort of letters there. So yeah, very cool look. It's an interesting sneaker. People are really excited about it. If you're following me over on Snapchat, you've probably already seen these, which you should be doing. So if you haven't already, follow me over on Snapchat. It's under Kusto, K-U-S-T-O-O. But this is the Caution colorway. But there is another colorway that I think is just as exciting, and this is called the Test R1 colorway. Same style, same shoe, Way of Wade Infinity 9, but the colorway is different. This is the Test R1, and obviously reminds me of the Crash Test dummies. Has the same BOA lacing system, same Velcro on the collar, but obviously the upper is a little different. And this one is a little more translucent, so you can actually see a little bit more of like how the shoe works. You can see the plate, because the plate is translucent as well, so you can see a little bit through there. Then you can see like the warning symbols that they use with Crash Test dummies. You can show the breathable section here for the air. You can see that this is all mesh, and it actually has holes in it, so to allow the air to breathe through. And then there's a couple of like stickers that are part of the design of the shoe that go back to that whole Way of Wade and like the Crash Test style of the shoe. So this one is like warning, like it's designed for unlimited performance, like those sorts of like little bits and pieces on the shoe that detail the colorway, which is Crash Test, and kind of telling that story through the looks on the sneaker. These actually glow in the dark, so you have a glow in the dark outsole on this pair, which looks pretty cool in the dark. But they have serial numbers here, and it's just an interesting sneaker. The zipper, everything is just an interesting look. And this one has the same BOA construction, but you add a pop of color on the inside for the Infinity colorways. But I think it's cool. I think it looks really, really interesting, and I definitely want to give them a try on the court, but we'll see when it happens, when the gyms open back up. Let's move on to the next one. So I picked these up a little while ago, but I haven't shown them yet. And one disappointing thing is the box got absolutely destroyed when it came over in the mail. As you can see, like it's all bent up and everything. But this is the Saucony Food Fight colorway. And basically it's a mix of all of their food inspired colorways that they released. And I think it looks really dope. I haven't had a chance to actually wear these yet, but I think you can get an idea of what the shoes are by the box here. Shrimp and noodles, you have spaghetti, you have bacon and eggs. I believe that's just bread. I don't know which colorway that's from, or maybe this is the beignet. Maybe that's the beignet colorway. Candy wrappers, I believe that's a burrito. I have no idea what that is. That's obviously a lobster, and that's the burger, and you can see all of those inside of the shoe. So I believe the beignet is this green and white one. That was the one that they did with Sneaker Politics, but you've seen the bacon colorway before, and you've seen the spaghetti colorway, or the ramen noodle colorway, I believe it is. I'm not familiar with all of them, but I just thought the shoes looked dope, and I thought it was a good way to do a what the colorway by combining all the similar themes. They've done a lot of food collaborations on this sneaker. But yeah, so big shout out to Saucony. I think it's a cool collab. Something you always know with Saucony is that the quality of the materials is always really nice. So you have nice suede at the toe, you have a nappy suede here, you have leather here on the Saucony side, you have a leather heel counter, you have the mesh netting. It's just really well put together. Like, they didn't skimp on the quality of the shoe, and it looks like they've taken pieces of all those food collabs that they've done over the years and added it to this shoe, but they kept the quality for each one of those pairs and put it on here, which looks really, really dope. So I bought these. Again, they tore up my box when it came, which is all right. It's good, no worries. But I like the shoes, and I'm definitely gonna rock these. Next up, this is a bit of a double unboxing. So this was sent over by the folks of Adidas in the Philippines, and it's a forum low that they created with an artist. So it's called Stripes Earned. And it comes with the note: Dear Jacques, it was all a dream. Join me and celebrate my latest collaboration with Adidas in Keeks Forum. The striking red stripes represent how I earn my stripes through my passion for the brand and my craft. Now I wish to share this pair with you and the rest of the world. May it inspire the next generation of icons and game changers. This pair launches in the first Adidas brand sealer in the Philippines and in select partner stores, Striped Urns, Quicks Forum. So the guy that made this shoe that they collaborated with is called Juanito Quicks Marquez, and this is his Forum Low, which you can see has his logo here, and then they have like details here within like the overlay of like a color. There are some detailing here that I'm not familiar with. There's some insider info, I would say, that's in these that I do not know about, but I think it looks good. The red and the white looks good. Very classic. It has a very classic style, very classic look. So there's that one there. Let me pull the other one out. So if you're into the Forum Low, this is obviously something that you can check out. These are, I imagine, pretty limited because they're only available in the Philippines, but I was able to get my hands on a pair because Juanito actually sent me a pair. So shout out to Juanito and everybody at Adidas Philippines for hooking that up. But not only that, they hooked me up with a friends and family pair as well. In addition to the general release pair, which is this one, they have the friends and family pair. And you can see it has a lot more details on the shoe. Same thing, friends and family, fall and winter. Adidas was all just a dream. Now I finally have my own sneaker in the Kicks Forum, and I thought you needed to have one. This pair exclusively launches in the first Adidas brand center in the Philippines. There are only 300 pairs of this shoe made. They're not for resale, friends and family only. And this one you'll see is the same model. It's a Forum Low, but it has a few more details. It says pull to ghost mode there on the little pull tags, or hang tags, I should say, that go on top of the ankle strap. Then we have the actual shoes in here, and these obviously look a little more built out. These kind of feel like robots, or like Optimus Prime a little bit, I guess you would say, or like a Transformer a little bit. Looks a little bit like a robot. So this is the Kicks Forum Low, available only in the Philippines. This is a friends and family pair. There are only 300 pairs of these made. You see it says Ghost Mode. This is number 265 of 300. They have it right there on the tongue. And you can see here that they have a headphone jack. I believe it's a 1/4 inch, or it might be 1/8. You can see it right there. Plug into your speakers or for your headphones. And same thing, you kind of get that same sort of like speaker wire headphones, the plug-in things to go along with the design that he has here on the side panel. Very cool, very, very nice. And then obviously he has his name, Quick, on the lace jewel, which is very, very nice. It looks nice, that's great too, it's nice. But the last of the unboxings for today, for this marathon sneaker unboxing here, is something from the folks over at Stadium Goods. They linked up with Bathing Ape, and I've been waiting to open this. This has been sitting here for like a week, but I was waiting for this unboxing just because we could all see it together. I'm not sure what it is. It just says a Bathing Ape. Obviously it has the Bathing Ape camo on it. So let's open this up and see what we have inside. Oh, look, that's a nice bag. Shoe bag is always nice. So this is like a canvas shoe bag, and there's something inside as well. Oh, separate insoles. Oh, that's cool. It came with separate insoles. Whatever the sneaker is, it has camo Bathing Ape insoles that came in the canvas bag. And the sneaker is, oh, a Bathing Ape Stadium Goods collab. Oh, why didn't I put that together? It's a Bathing Ape Stadium Goods collab. This colorway is actually really dope. I like this colorway. This colorway is super clean. So most of you guys know what Stadium Goods is. It's a store in New York City. Obviously, they sell online as well. But this is the Bape stuff, and then they have it with the Stadium Goods collab on the tongue and on the heel. So you have the on the heel, but then the upper is a little different than the usual, where it usually looks like more like an Air Force One. This one looks more like an SB, sort of a dunk style. So you have the canvas here, and the mid panels are in the inlays, and then you have suede on the overlays. And I really love this colorway. has a 93 there on the side panels. And I am not familiar with this Bapester model. I have never worn Bapesters. This is not something that I ever collected, but I love the way this sneaker looks and the way that this sneaker came out. So big shout out to the folks over at Stadium Goods for sending these over. They have Stadium Goods and Bapester insoles, but if you want to switch them out, you can add the actual Bapester camo, the Bathing Ape camo, which I really love on the inside. So yeah, just real quick, the Kick Forum Low from Philippines, friends and family exclusive. This is the GR release. Then you have Love from Li Ning with the Way of Wade Infinity 9. This is the Caution colorway, which is available now. And then this is the Test colorway, or Crash Test Dummy, or did they just call it Test R1? And then finally, we have the Saucony Shadow 6000 Food Fight to bring it all together. So yeah, just want to give you guys a real quick unboxing. As always, I appreciate you. Make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe, and all of that good stuff. And let me know what you think. Which one of these would you cop? If you had to rank these, what order would you rank them in? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Peace.
Which one is your favorite?
Probably the Sauconys. These, just because they're so wild. This is my favorite. This is my favorite, but this was like the surprise. I didn't know what these were, but I really like that colorway. These are the wildest, and these are like the most chill. Like this is like the everyday, like super chill. This is like, all right, I could rock these. This is kind of like a little flex, and then these are definitely like an on-stage flex. Like, oh, what shoes are those? Like, those are so crazy. Look at all those colors. So that's my ranking. So 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, just because like these are casual basketball. Wear these, stunting those. Yeah, I think so. I think that's how I'm gonna rank them, if I have to rank them. Peace out.